Hi, my name is Tammy Medlin. I'm the local history librarian here at the Wilson County Public Library, and this is introducing the ViewScan4. Now, if you've ever come here and to use microfilm, you'll recognize that this is one of our old microfilm readers. This is our Minolta, and couple of things that it was a very good machine, but it did have a couple of issues. One is when you wanted to move up and down, it took both hands to pull it. You could only print what was in the squares. The printer was down here, and you couldn't resize it, and you had to print it. You couldn't take it with you. Well, we have found a way, through a generous donor, to solve all of those issues. So, to our Minolta and our Canon, we do have to say goodbye. Okay, this is one of our new ViewScan4s. We actually have two of these, and they were donated to the library. And as you can see, one of the first things you're going to notice is the microfilm part of the machine is actually separate. It's not up under the monitor. The monitor is a flat screen, and it is a whole lot bigger. So let me show you how this works, or start to. She's going to do a close-up of my hands here. What we do is, this is our microfilm, and we're going to put it right on the spool. We're going to pull this out with one hand, which is a whole lot easier. We're going to take it under the spool, under the glass, and under the spool right here. And then we're going to stick it right in there. Okay. When you look at the screen, you're going to see this little square called a perfect view. And what you're going to do, it has an orange and a green and a blue circle on it. And you're going to double click. And we'll give that just a second. And what that does is the machine, the microfilm machine, is the ViewScan. But the software we're going to use is called Perfect View. So we're just waiting for that to come up and focus. Okay. First thing you'll notice is there are two sets of controls. There's a set of controls right here for people who are comfortable using buttons, and there's a set of controls right down here if you're more comfortable with your mouse. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the forward button, and we're going to speed this up a little bit so we can get to the newspaper. And you'll also notice if I push forward right here, it does the same thing. And there is a stop button right there. So then we're going to push this back under here with one hand so we can read it. We're going to go forward till we get to the first okay, we've actually got a newspaper now. And you're right, it's upside down and backwards. So there are three sections over here you need to use. This is the regular section, this is a zoom, this is adjust, and this is share. This is where you use if you want to browse or if you want to highlight a certain article or photo, the blue section, to download and print. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here where it says adjust, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to rotate this so it's right side up, and then we're going to hit mirror so you can read it. We're going to hit deskew because that straightens it out, and we're going to zoom it. Now zoom is here in this gray area. If you see the little magnifying glass with the plus sign in it, just click it. That makes it bigger, lets you zoom in. If you need to shrink it, you zoom out. If you need to see the whole sheet, you click full view. Now as you can see, this is quite a bit bigger image than you would see on our old microfilm reader. So we're going to find one. And what you can do is if you want to go slow, you just click the little blue thing down here. or you can push the gray button on right here. Now, if you know this is not what I need is further on the reel, you can push the red button here real fast, and it'll go a whole lot faster. But you want to go up and down, you go one hand. Now let's say you see the ad and you're like, oh, that's Uncle Joe, I want that photo. So what we're going to do, or you can also do this with an obituary or an article, you come right here, you go scissor cut, which makes you have this little X, and you select the ad. And then what you would do is you're going to go here and you're going to see if you can, well, it's a little bit dark, so let's see, can we brighten it up? You can play with it, you can lighten it, darken it, contrast. That really makes it easier to read. Or you can sharpen it. This one, discue, you probably don't want to mess with unless it's out of alignment, because what that does is it tilts it. So you want it straight in alignment. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go right here to this little camera that says capture. So you push on capture, and it appears right up there in this ribbon. And yes, that's called the ribbon, and that's where everything you take a photo of will be. So then I'm going to go clear. And let's say we want to print this. So you go down here to share. Now, this does have a disk. Our computer does not have the capability to store an image on a CD. So we can't use that one. We are hoping later to be able to where you can email it from the machine to your email. You cannot do that right now. What you can do, we have a flash drive. We have a USB port, and you put your flash drive in it. And I'll let her, that's going to open up. And so what you can do is you go right here and you click on the USB, and we are going to name this file. And we are going to name this file Uncle Joe, because that's who it's a photo of. And we're going to click Start. And you see how it gets a word on it. There's a circle around it. So then you go down here to our folder. We want to make sure it's there. We double click on our folder. We go to D drive, because that's a USB. We scroll down. And there's Uncle Joe. So then we can open Uncle Joe up. And then you can save it. Now it's on the flash drive. But you can also send it to the printer from here, or you can send, there's two ways to print this now. You can click right here, and it just send it to the printer. Print, start. And it just sent it to the printer. Now, right now, it is going to the printer out in the main room. We are going to get a printer for the two microfilm machines here in local history, so there will be a separate printer in here. You can also send it to the printer from this drive, from the flash drive. But the good thing is you can close this down. You can go through, you can save all the ads that feature Uncle Joe. You can find 4 or 5 obituaries. You can find all the marriage announcements you want. And then you can pull your flash drive out. And take it with you. We do sell flash drives. They don't have a lot of room on them, but we do sell flash drives for, I think it's $3 now. So we do sell the flash drives. And you can take it with you. Now, if you want to get back and keep looking in the paper, you click Browse. You go right back to the picture. You decide you want to close it out. You're done. And it'll say, are you sure you want to exit? Because it's going to get rid of everything up here. So make sure you've saved it, printed it, or whatever you're going to do. All your images are going to be gone. Are you sure you wish to exit? You click Yes. Then you can hit this button right here, or hit the button down at the bottom, and you rewind the microphone. And we're done. So these are our ViewScan4s, and we do have 2 brand new ones. So please come into the library, try them out, take a look, and take a look at all the other records we have on microfilm. We do have a lot of records besides the newspaper. I hope you've enjoyed today's presentation. Thank you.